Valentine's Day is this weekend, so I made this special Valentine Day pasta with creamy ricotta cheese sauce. Let's get into the recipe. Today I'm using these grape tomatoes. I already cleaned them and now I'm just slicing them in half. And since this is a Valentine's themed pasta, I'm sticking with the reds and purples. I did use a few orange ones just to brighten things up a little bit, and I only used about 12 of these tomatoes. Now we're going to set that aside and mince up about 7 cloves of garlic. Use the flat side of the knife to smash the garlic and keep the sharp edge facing down on the cutting board for safety. Make sure you tuck those fingers in while you're mincing so you don't nick your fingertips. I like to leave a little space at the edge of my board so I can rock my knife easily. Now we're going to set that aside and get our water ready for our pasta. I seasoned my pasta water with some salt. Into a separate pan, you want to heat up some oil on medium-high heat. Once that's hot, we're going to add in about 1 pound of ground beef. And for the seasonings, I used 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic and herb seasoning, 1 tablespoon of pepper, 1 to 2 teaspoons of rosemary, 1 tablespoon of onion powder, and 1 to 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. Once the meat is cooked halfway through, you want to add half of the minced garlic. Once the water comes to a boil, we're going to add the pasta to it. Today I'm using this pasta I found at Aldi. It's red, heart-shaped ravioli, and it's filled with cheese. You want to cook it according to the package directions. Look how adorable these are. My kids were obsessed. I love Valentine's Day because it's just a beautiful reminder of how deeply Jesus loves us. Once the meat is cooked thoroughly, we're going to remove it from the heat, leaving the oil in the pan. We're going to add about 1 big handful of spinach and our tomatoes, and we're going to add the rest of that garlic and saute that. The pasta cooks fairly quickly. It only takes about 5 to 7 minutes to cook thoroughly, so once that's done, we're going to remove that from the heat and set it aside. Once the vegetables are done sauteing, we're going to add about 1.5 cups of heavy cream. And for extra flavor, I added about 4 sun-dried tomatoes and a half a cup of ricotta cheese. For the seasonings, I used 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning, Italian seasoning, onion powder, rosemary, and smoked paprika to give it a little color. I added a little bit of salt, 1 tablespoon of chipotle seasoning, and 1 teaspoon of adobo because I wanted to see if I can get it to a deeper red color. Once everything is combined, you want to add 1 more half a cup of ricotta cheese and about 1 cup of Italian style cheese. You want to keep the sauce on medium-low heat and just keep stirring it until everything is melted together. If your sauce feels too thick, just add a little beef broth. About a half a cup did the trick for me. Now that the sauce is all melted and smooth, I'm going to add the beef back into the pan. Go ahead and turn the heat off and give this a good mix. Once that's all mixed up, we're going to add the pasta. You can garnish with some fresh herbs, and now it's time to serve. This turned out so creamy and flavorful, and those little heart pastas just make it extra fun for Valentine's Day. It's such an easy meal, but it still feels special, and my kids were so excited when they seen it. This was such a fun and easy Valentine's meal the whole family loved. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to like, follow, and share for more simple, family-friendly recipes. Thanks for watching.